a stay-at-home dad, watching Disney movies he never had. His daughter digs through all the VHS, crushing the classics in a princess dress. Informed like Scuttle, Kurt's got your ticket, making it real like Jiminy Cricket. Most are off the Captain Hook, but if the Tweedledum, he'll be taking more shots than Bambi's mom. Leaves him raised like Simba, or cracked like the beach dishes. He'll show you a whole new world, you won't need 3 wishes. Stay at home, Disney Dad.
All right, let's get ready to bunny hop, roll on the ground, and lunge into some gold medal winning Halloween shows. This gem right here is called Boo Busters, which you know a little on the nose, but I'll take it. It's a short VHS with 2 spooky episodes, a Goof Troop and a Chip 'n Dale Rescue Rangers, which features the only other famous Australian. I'm talking about Monterey Jack. Let's press the spooky play button and start busting some boos. The VHS kicks off with the full video for Grim Grinning Ghosts, and this has been on many other compilations, most famously last year's Halloween Party at Haunted Mansion, that masterpiece, whatever it was called. It was fun. This is a fun and bold decision to start the tape. It's supposed to be scary, but my daughter says that Maleficent looks sweaty, like the actress looks damp, and I can't unsee it. Disney villains not taking humidity into consideration when picking out their evil garb. It's actually fun to think about. Imagine Maleficent talking casting spells with a giant sweat streak down the middle of her back. My daughter is awesome. Good observation. Feature program and Bloody Letters, Haunted Mansion video collection, Boo Busters, Goof Troop, and Halloweenies is up first. And it's Max and his pals on Halloween night. They pass by the new dilapidated hotel that Pete just bought. It's Pete's bed and breakfast, but it looks like a haunted house. His buddy Peach is there. Suddenly the contractors doing the renovations come running out of the hotel claiming it's haunted. The ghosts don't want them around. The kids are like, we gotta hang out here tonight. It's Halloween, we got a haunted house. Later that night, Max and PJ end up back at the haunted hotel. They get inside and immediately they see ghosts in the mirror. Back at the house, Goofy's making jack-o'-lanterns and paints his cat black. The kids run back and tell him about the ghosts, and this gets Goofy excited. What an adult. Turns out Goofy owns a haunted pocket watch. What a swerve! Pete is there now, doesn't believe the kids, and wants to take Goofy to show back to the hotel to show them that there's no such things as ghosts. Pete and Goofy are now in the haunted hotel and immediately see the real ghosts, but the ghosts are nice and make them tea. The ghosts are friendly and don't want their guests to leave, but everything the ghosts do for Pete and Goofy misinterpret and instead think the ghosts are trying to be malicious. But as we progress, the ghosts eventually start to enjoy f***ing with them. For some reason, Max and PJ come inside, and now all 4 of them are being harassed by the ghosts. This is like an updated, lonesome ghost short, without the scares, and the charm, and the writing, and the proper classic animation. Goofy's great-great-grandfather appears as a ghost. He was the ghost that was living in the pocket watch. It turns out he's also a famous ghost catcher. They ask him for advice. How do you catch ghosts? And he tells them you have to use their ingenuity. Okay, the kids use this vague but sound advice and catch the first 2 ghosts in bottles, but the ghosts break the glass and escape and begin to dance. As you do. They try to use the wet vacuum on the ghosts and they catch them in bubbles, and Pete tries to send the bubbles out the door to get rid of the ghosts, but they can't, because here comes the loophole. These ghosts were musicians that were paid to play a gig here, but they died before they played. They never got to play, so they're stuck here until they are invited again to play that gig. But they have to be invited by the owner. The owner has to invite them to play. So if they could finally play their gig, then they could move on. Pete begrudgingly invites them to play. So Fingers McPhee and his Ragamuffin Ragtime Band play that night at the hotel. The bassist plays Pete like a stand-up bass. And I want to stand up and leave, because this might be the worst Halloween show I've ever reviewed. After the gig, a ghost bus pulls up and picks up the ghosts, and they drive away just as customers start showing up wanting to stay in the haunted hotel, and Pete does a 180 and he's like, yeah, that's us, our hotel is haunted. Fade to black. Up next, let's see if Chip 'n Dale and his pals could save this mess of a tape. We get Ghost of a Chance. The opening animation gives me hope. We start on like a creepy foggy dock, and we get the bad guy cat, Fat Cat, For some reason, these characters never stick with me. The roller coaster was my daughter's favorite ride at Disneyland, and I've reviewed a bunch of these Rescue Ranger shows, but I don't remember their names, right? There's the girl and there's the bug. The one I do remember, though, this guy, my fellow Australian, Monterey Jack. So Fat Cat has a map, and him and his henchmen are going through the secret tunnels under the pier, I guess, to find the crown jewels. Fat Cat's henchmen are scared of ghosts in these tunnels. The Rescue Rangers are hot on their trail. Now there's an urban legend that these tunnels are actually haunted, so now the Rangers are spooked as well. They find Fat Cat and his henchmen, and they have, I believe, a fake ghost to try to scare the Rangers, but then a real ghost, the ghost of a musketeer, appears. Sir Kobe is the real ghost, although he's technically a fraud, because he's a scared ghost. He ran away from battle when he was alive, and he died a coward, and now he's stuck here for all of eternity. Rescue Rangers with some social commentary about war. For being a coward and dying a coward, he's now stuck here as a ghost until someone does a brave deed in his name. Now the giant ghost cat is back, and this is terrifying. He takes off his own head and throws it at them. This musketeer ghost is apparently Monterey Jack's ancestor. The ghost helps them find the room with the treasure, and the ghost cat returns. He wants to eat rodents, which makes the bug run away. Weird. But the Rangers also run away, and the ghost cat was indeed Fat Cat's henchman in a costume. Fat Cat captures all the Rangers except Monty, who did run away, a coward, and Fat Cat looks through his old-timey torture devices and settles on the slow guillotine. Awesome. The musketeer ghost gives Monty a pep talk about how he was also a coward, and no one liked him either. Good chat. Monty gets all charged up and inspired and runs back in and saves the Rangers' Kappas from being detained. Fat Cat is rolling in the treasure, and the ghost mouse scares them off, and he falls out of the tower and lands in the water. Now the coward ghost and coward Monty are both heroes, and the curse is broken. He's free, and I'm free, because my curse is broken, and this tape is over. Shout out to my girl Raygun, you got robbed. Keep that chin up.
What do you think?
What we have is a concern about Curtis Anderson. His interviewing style is not the best. His personal appearance is not the best. I was wondering if the man has some kind of a hold over the channel that he's allowed to be employed for so long with the standards of journalism and personal appearance that he has. Thank you.